Aloha, folks. I hope you're having a great week. Hey, I've heard a verse that's been thrown around quite a bit lately, ever since, well, the pandemic and all the turmoil that's been taking place recently in our country. And the verse is 2 Corinthians 7:14. Many of you, I'm sure, are familiar with it. It's God speaking, and he says this: "Then, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sins and restore their land." I know that a lot of people are using that verse right now because of, well, the mess that we're in as a country, as a people, and the promise that God gives there. Man, if we will seek him in prayer and turn from our sin, he'll heal our land. And it's a great verse and a great promise. And it's very important that we take God at his word. But it comes in the context of verse 13, which is also very important. Listen to what it says. God says, "At times I might shut up the heavens so that no rain falls, or command grasshoppers to devour your crops, or send plagues among you." See, verse 14 is set up by verse 13. God says, listen, there may be times I've got to get your attention, and I might do that by sending drought, no rain. Hey, look around us right now. It's pretty dry. Then he says, I may command the grasshoppers to devour your crops. Well, I haven't seen any grasshoppers, but I sure have noticed that it's a little more difficult to get certain items, and prices certainly have gone up quite a bit in our grocery store. And then he says, I may have to send plagues among you. Can we say COVID-19? See, many times God has to send things our way to get our attention, to get us to hit our knees, face our sin, and seek him. Folks, if there was ever a time that we need to be hitting our knees, facing our sin, and seeking our God, man, it is now, right now. And so Saturday, we are going to meet at the Canoe Shack, and we are going to march our way, walk our way around Kaunakakai. And at different spots along the way, we are going to pray about some specific things regarding our island, our state, our nation, and our world. And we are going to seek God, and we're just going to pray and ask God to pour out an awakening, a revival in our churches. If you want to invite friends, folks that you know from other churches that want to join us and pray, by all means, we want as many people to be praying as possible. We're doing this, coordinating it at the same time that Franklin Graham will be doing a prayer march in our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. Theirs is scheduled at noon Eastern time. That's why we're doing ours at 6 a.m. So please come out. We're going to break up into small groups. Please bring your mask. We'll have our mask on as we walk around town, but we're going to pray. There's no preaching involved. There's no band or special music. We're just going to simply seek God and ask him to do something that we can't do on our own, and that is change hearts, change lives, and change the mess that we're in. Hey, before we go, let me remind you of our theme verse, Romans 12:12. Rejoice in our confident hope. Be patient in trouble and keep on praying. Hey, I hope to see you on Saturday as we gather at 6 a.m. at the Canoe Shack to walk around our town and pray for our island, for our nation, for our world.